Oh, grommet. That's it. Cheese. We'll go somewhere where there's cheese.
Wensleydale, a favourite of Wallace and Gromit and the great British public for more than 100 years. Made here in the northern British town of Wensleydale since the 1890s, its creamery has never stopped production. Well, nearly.
What happened in 1992 was that after a part of a rationalisation plan by Dairy Crest, they decided to close the creamery here at Hawes.
Which was bad news because 59 people employed here were made redundant, and the creamery was to be moved away from this countryside town to Yorkshire's traditional rival, Lancashire.
Although 59 had been made redundant, myself and 4 other colleagues came together to try and buy the creamery from Dairy Crest, and it was actually in November 1992 that we succeeded in that mission, and we took over the site here. And basically we started with a very small workforce.
And thus the Wensleydale creamery at Hawes was reformed.
In 1992-93, which was our first year of trading, we had a turnover of £2.8 million.
A little over $4.5 million. Today the creamery employs 200 full-time staff, has a healthy order book and even a visitor centre, attracting hundreds of thousands of tourists.
It very much tends to draw the public up to our visitor centre, which you can see behind me. We get 250,000 visitors there every year, and there's an opportunity for them obviously to sample and to try Wensleydale cheese.
And the reason for this almost bizarre level of interest, a little clay man and his doting dog.
Right.
It started back in 1996 when David Hartley received a cryptic card from a then not so well known animation studio based in Bristol.
We got a card from the father of one of the directors of Aardman Animations saying that we should watch the particular Wallace and Gromit film that was being released. It was A Close Shave in the Christmas of 1996, and that we should watch it and we would see and hear something of interest to us. We had absolutely no idea what it meant until the final scene where Wallace is trying to woo his lady friend Gwendoline into his house and said,
"Won't you come in? We were just about to have some cheese."
And these immortal words.
"Oh no, not cheese. Sorry, it brings me out in a rash. Can't stand the stuff."
Not even Wensleydale.
And with that, this little-known cheese was introduced to the world. Now the profits speak for themselves.
This year, our turnover should be in excess of £21 million.
That's $35 million, not bad for a little factory in the north of England. The studio and the factory have also teamed up to produce a specially branded Wallace and Gromit cheese. After all, it seems that Wensleydale and Wallace are a match made in heaven, especially with the public.
Do you know what his favourite food is? What does he like to eat?
Cheese? Wensleydale?
Cheese! You know which kind?
Yes, hang on.
Wensleydale.
Wensleydale's cheese.
Very nice.
Wensleydale.
Correct. Thank you very much.
Well, not everyone.
Cheddar cheese?
No.
Mozzarella? Edamame?
The success story does not end here. In early 2009, they signed an exclusive $1.7 million deal with US-based Anko Fine Cheese, the largest importer of specialist cheese to the US and Canada.
The Anko deal within North America and Canada is very much new ground for us, and we'd like to build on that. We're always looking for emerging markets. We understand certainly the Far East, China, have got a huge population, and their dairy consumption is rising exponentially, so we'd like to align ourselves with those customers and be first into those markets.
Their forecast plan is to grow the company to around $45 million within the next 5 to 10 years.
You know, I just want to build a successful company here in Wensleydale where the suppliers, the farmers, want to be associated with this business, and they do want this to succeed because they do like that feeling of sort of localness, which gives them a feeling of security.
A feeling of security that could be strengthened even further if the EU awards the Wensleydale Creamery a protected designation of origin status, which would mean that only this region could produce a cheese, meaning a happy future for cows, cheesemakers and fictional inventors alike.
And not a sheep to worry us. Get off me cheese! Get off!